Hi, I'm Jim Knotts, President and CEO of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund. Welcome to today's virtual reading of the names. 2022 marks the 40th anniversary of the dedication of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. As part of our commemoration, we'll host an in-person reading of the names at the wall from November 7th through 10th, 2022, when all 58,281 names on the wall will be read aloud. In the lead up to that event, we'll be reading names each day online while sharing the photos of these heroes. For our daily virtual reading, the names of the service members will be read by month and day of death between the years 1956 and 1975 in alphabetical order for the given day. We apologize in advance for any mispronunciations. Know that our readers are doing their best to honor these service members. We hope you'll listen and watch each day and share with others as we remember and honor those who gave their lives during the Vietnam War.
Richard Dwayne Applehands, Charles Evan Beavers, James Malcolm Beckner, Augustine Beltram, Jr., Lawrence Auguste Bernesky, Charles L. Bowling, Lawrence Randolph Booth, Jimmy Donovan Brown, John Walter Burke, Junior R. Burns, Roy Billy Kennedy, Ernest Daniel Cardwell, Theodore Roosevelt Chambly, George William Clark, Jr., James Lewis Craig, Jr., James Allen Crowley, II, Dominic John DeAngelis, Richard Nicol DeAngelis, Richard Arthur Demers, Robert Nicholas Demgen, Jerry Allen Dillard, James Dowell Duggar, Jr., Lawrence Lee Dwyer, Jr., Kevin Lee Ferguson, Michael Finley Field, Wilfredo Gavilan Torres, Raymond Albert Gibson, David Robert Goodine, Edward Leon Goodman, Albert George Hollowell, George Barker Hamilton, John Cook Hayes, Robert Frank Heilig, Jr., Lee Roy Hodges, Joseph Holmes, Harvey Rickert Howard, Harold Franklin Highsmith, Roger Ellis Jarvis, Stephen Edward Jesko, Bernard Francis Jones, Robert Critchley Keller, David James Levere, John Dewey Livingston, Jose Lopez, Bernard James Lovett, Jr., Clayton Arthur Martin, James Edward Middleton, Glenn Stanford Miller, Larry Floyd Miller, Denzel Ray Mills, Stephen Griffith Montague, David Allen Moore, William James Passanante, Perry Lee Poole, James W. Prather, Michael Keaton Price, Dennis Michael Ratton, Michael L. Russo III, George Stanley Salima, Michael Kenneth Sawyer, Larry Paul Stotler, George Edward Swinney, Wayland Kent Thompson, Don Carthel Thompson, Jr., Thomas Joseph Torrey, Robert Joseph Treasure, George A. Vanderhoff, Jr., Evans Spencer Walker, Paul Everett Wall, Richard Thomas Wilkinson, Robert Thomas Wilson, John Charles Wilson,